How's it going, everybody? Wayne here, and we're back for episode 2 of Collectors That Live Around Me in Japan. Today I'm here with Chris. How's it going, Chris?
It's awesome, man. Thanks for having me.
Cool. So, just like the last video, we'll start out asking a couple questions. How long have you lived in Japan?
I've lived here for a little over 2.5 years, so I got a little bit more time here, so it's been pretty nice.
So, what made you want to start collecting video games?
Nostalgia mostly, like everybody else. Basically, like anybody, I grew up with an NES, so I had older brothers, so I always got to be Luigi. So I didn't get to play all the time, so when I got older, when I was in Iraq especially, I started emulating games because it was really easy. And then when I got back, I got my old Nintendo from my parents, and then I just started buying games here or there, and then I just slowly got into it, and now I have tons of games.
So, since you've been in Japan for so long, what would you say your best finds or pickups are here in Japan?
I've Hammer and Harry 2 probably, Rondo of Blood, Box PC Engine CD, which is really awesome. Really excited to have that. And like some of the stuff, like it's really expensive in the States or the US copy, so it's kind of nice to get the cheaper versions. Like I got Dracula X for, like $40 here, and a bunch of like Super Nintendo games that are just hard to get because they're so expensive in the States that it's just nice to be able to pick them up fairly cheap. Like a good one, I got Super Less, which is Space Megaforce. I got that for like $2.
Yep.
So really awesome.
Yeah, Hammer and Harry 2, that's hard to find out here as well, huh?
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
It never came out in the States. The first one was PAL exclusive on NES. So yeah, it really only came here.
So what would you say your favorite game or item is in your collection?
Well, hands down, probably my favorite one is my little Samson. This is one I got right before I came out here. So I do have 100% legit little Samson, just like you. We're probably one of the few people here that have it.
Yeah,
so,
that's a beautiful copy too.
Yeah, it's really great. Yeah, I got really lucky with it, so I was real happy with it. I've got some other ones here, but I'm a big NES guy, and to have little Samson in my collection, by far, is the greatest thing I've got.
I love that game too.
Yeah, it's
I beat it multiple times.
I got Panic Restaurant, I got Box, I got Power Blade 2. I've got some other expensive ones in here too, but those are the big ones that I have.
So if you could add anything to your collection today, what would it be?
Mr. Gimmick on NES, the Scandinavian copy, obviously. I've got a reproduction. I've got like the second one, which kind of somebody redesigned it. But a legit Mr. Gimmick would be the one I would go for. And then a Surprise the Dinosaur Peak. I also have a reproduction of that, but I'd rather get the legit copy.
Mr. Gimmick is also a game that I would definitely love to have in my collection. Yeah, even a repro just to play, because I don't have a copy of it at all yet.
Yeah, if you don't have a copy of that game, emulate, do whatever you gotta do, because it's probably one of the best games on the NES. One of the best games, in my opinion, ever made.
All right, well, let's get checking out the room tour here.
Awesome, man. So this is my NES collection. This is the bulk of my collection. This is basically what I go after. I've got probably like 300 some odd games, but I'm not obsessed with going complete. I just like getting games if I find an NES game for pretty cheap, or if I can trade fairly cheap for it, I'll get it. But I've got some pretty good ones like Battletoads Double Dragon, Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers 2. I've got DuckTales 2, Bucky O'Hare, all the Contras. I try to get all the mini subsets at least that I really want, like Lolo. These are the better ones. I do have PAL games in the collection. Like I got a Box Mega Man 4, which I was really happy to get that. I got Color of Dinosaur, pretty fun. Awful game, but it's just cool to have.
Pretty uncommon game too.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I have this on the first shelf, so this is pretty cool. So we have these Geo Media stores here, and they did like, you pay like 300 yen, you get a ticket, and you have a chance to win a prize. Like they had pillows and all this other stuff, but this was one of the prizes. You could get like these little figures. So I got most of them from a thrift store, but I actually got this one from Wayne. He actually gave this to me. So
what a nice guy.
What a nice guy. So I was able to finish the little display, which I was super happy about because I'm a huge Mega Man fan. I love the original NES Mega Mans. I've got more stuff here. Games I like Gargoyle's Quest 2. I was really excited to find that one. When I first got it, I haven't delved into it too much. I just played a little bit, but I was pretty excited to get it. But then I got stuff like the Jetsons. When I got this for really cheap. The guy was selling Snow Brothers, so I missed out on it, but I got this at least, and I've beaten this a bunch of times. I really like this game a lot.
I've actually never beat that game.
Dude, it's awesome. Well, one of the levels you have to die twice in order to beat the boss.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you got to collect these little stars so you can shoot this robot at it. So, but it's pretty cool. Then Kid Clown. That's a really uncommon game. To me, I think this is more rare than Little Samson. I've seen more Little Samson than Kid Clown. But I've got some pretty cool stuff. Like here's a PAL Konami Soccer I got in England. I actually play this a lot. It's really fun.
Did you hear Kid Clown is actually up to like $300 now?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Prices are insane. I think Panic's up to like 6 or something.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Crazy. So I do have all the Mega Mans, 1 through 6. I got both label variants of Metroid. New Ghostbusters 2. I got the Japanese version as well. So Mr. Gimmick reproduction, which is really cool to have. All right, so coming down here, I've got like all the Super Mario Worlds, Turtles. I got this from England, Super Turrican. It's a pretty fun game, really hard. Yeah, I was really excited to get it. Pretty much it. I got like Zen, the Intergalactic Ninja, stuff like this. These are some doubles. I got an extra Mega Man 6. So, up for trade. But I just want to say one game that is real uncommon. It's like a hidden gem for me, which I found. I just bought it and I didn't know it was good. It's Heavy Barrel on the NES. A lot of people don't play it, but I really like this game a lot. It's kind of like in Super C, the down part, almost like Akari Warriors. It's like a good Akari Warriors. Okay, it's really awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. You brought it over one night we were playing.
Yeah, and that's pretty much my NES. I've got some more modern stuff, PS2. 3DS. I got Xbox behind, but I don't play that too much anymore. Okay, so this is my Sega Genesis. Like I said earlier, I was in England, so I got some PAL Sega games, which I play on my Retron 5 because I don't have a Mega Drive from England. I've only got the Mega Drive from Japan. So I've got some Sega games. I've got most of the ones I have from as when I was a kid. So I was really excited to get back. One of the things that I picked up this. I think I paid like $3 for it at a pawn shop. So I didn't even know the price of it. I almost traded it away. I had no idea when I first started. So, but now I know better, and so I managed to keep it. It's 100% complete.
That's
so
awesome.
Yeah, really excited to
$3.
get the Punisher for $3. Ridiculous. Great game. Great game. It's like a side-scrolling beat 'em up, but then you can shoot guns too. It's really fun. And you can get to play as Nick Fury in it. The white Nick Fury, the one from not from the Ultimate universe. So moving down, I've got my Super Nintendo collection. I didn't grow up with a Super Nintendo, so it's been cool discovering the games and playing them. So I play a lot of Super Nintendo because of that. Yeah, that's pretty much it on this show. I don't have anything too good. I got like Chrono Trigger and Contra 3, Mega Man X. I do have Pocky and Rocky 2.
Now there was somebody who actually really tried hard to get that game off of you at one point.
Yeah, I believe it was you. So this is probably one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. I actually traded away one time to get Bonk's Adventure on NES, and I was so sad about it. My wife let me buy it back from the store. So I was like really, really upset. But she was so sweet to let me do that. So this is untradeable now, even though Wayne wanted it. So if you go down, I've got more games here. Yeah, I've got more behind here. Nothing too great. Just like Super Punch-Out and Super Turrican and stuff like that. Turtles 4, Super Metroid. But I have a lot of Super Famicom games. That's the thing, I really bought a lot of good games here on Super Famicom. There's so many, I can't even pull them out. I keep my best ones in this box. I already have Dracula X in, so But like I've got like all the Rock Band ones I like. Hagane, this one really good. My buddy found it for $3. I paid 80. But I managed to get Hagane. Joe Mac, this is 2, but here in Japan it's 3. So I have the Joe Mac. I got this.
Proteus.
Yeah, I got Proteus for $1. So I was pretty happy with it. I got it from Book Off.
That's amazing.
Yeah, I was really lucky, and now it's like $50 here or something. So I got 100%. Yeah, Proteus. I think that's 2 or 3. I have the. Oh, that's this is the third one. Because I have the first one in there somewhere.
I like that case too.
Yeah, I got it from Mango Soko, which is our like thrift store to go to. So I got all the Rockmans in here, like probably like Rock X3. So why pay 200 some odd dollars when look at the price I paid? That's basically yeah, not even $20 with the exchange rate. And then this one, look at that, 1620, ridiculous. So I paid like $15 for X2. It makes more sense to buy them that way. But yeah, I have some more like.
I like how you leave them in the plastic bags too, so you can always remember what you paid for them.
Well, I do swap some out, but I put like my higher end ones in the plastic, kind of protect them from dust. So I have the Famicom, like I've got like the Star Wars, the exclusive one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got it for pretty cheap. I was really happy. I think this is Hammer and Harry, maybe? Hammer and Harry 2. So look at the price I paid. So how much is it going for now? Like 100 something?
It's ridiculous. I paid $100 for mine.
Yeah, I got this when I first got the island. I couldn't believe it. So
yeah, I was saying prices were so cheap 4 years ago.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Now it's like it's so expensive. But another cool one I got when I first got here was DuckTales 2.
Oh, that's
not
really cool.
Yeah, not a super expensive game, but just cool to have. It's a little like some of these are a little like sun faded, but I don't care, man. Like I can play them. So, but I got like some cool ones in here. Isolated Warrior, which is Max Warrior. So I actually like this copy a little bit better. I can't tell much of a difference, but I like it. My NES copy is pretty beat up, so. But yeah, I've got more Super Famicom. I got some box Super Famicom. So probably the coolest one I have is this one.
That
Final
is
Fight
really
Guy.
cool.
Yeah, I got it for like $30 here. So I was really excited to get it. It's like a really clean copy. I really need to put it in protector, but
the difference in prices, man, is just
yeah, it's getting crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and that's pretty much it. I just have like some PS4 stuff. I got some Wii U stuff my kids play all the time in Wii. Yeah, that's pretty much it. My daughter's starting to delve into PS4. She's been playing Minecraft like crazy. What else? Oh, Lego. She's been doing Lego Jurassic World like mad. So my PC Engine CD.
Oh, you did get one.
I did get it's boxed, dude. So
that is awesome, man.
You know, I paid for it, but it's totally worth it. So this is one that I had to get out here. I broke down and finally bought it. I was super excited to get it. So yeah, so I play Rondo Blood on it all the time. I only got like 2 games for it right now, but
so yeah,
I just wanted the system. You know, you
PC
gotta start
Engine,
somewhere.
PC Engine is my favorite system to collect for out here. So
yeah, it's kind of like a lot of
Famicom.
A lot of people had Super Nintendo and Sega Genesis, and they're like, well, this is like the one that nobody got to play, so it's easy to get back into it. But for me, that's been like Super Nintendo because I didn't have it. But super happy.
Beautiful copy too.
All right, so I've got some systems here. This is my original NES from when I was a kid. It's a little troubled sometimes, but it still works. It's not the best, but you know, I can't get rid of it. It's my original one from when I was a kid. I have a better one that actually Wayne modded for me, so it reaches the extra audio chip for Mr. Gimmick. So pretty cool. I got my Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, Sega Genesis Model 2, my Pikachu N64. Got this at a garage sale actually. I got a bunch of extra stuff, so I basically made like $200 on this. Yeah, it was ridiculous. But probably one of the cooler things I got is my top loader. I use this a lot.
I love the
ridiculous
AV Famicom.
Oh, and then the AV Famicom. Oh yeah, I love this system.
Both of them.
I have a box version, and I have the original Famicom. It's pretty beat up, so I don't use it. But like in here, I keep all my my cords and everything. just my hookups, because I don't like leaving systems hooked up because of my kids. And then like in here I have all my controllers and stuff that I'll put in here. So it just keeps it a little organized, but it just, I know I probably should keep everything hooked up, but with my kids I just don't trust them.
Yeah.
I've seen them run around with my system before.
Yeah, mine. You might have just seen my kids just broke the Rabbids Land disc.
Yeah, that was depressing.
Complete in Box Super Famicom.
Here's the AV Famicom. Yeah, I like that a lot. Some alarm clocks. These are Japanese exclusives, so pretty cool.
I need to get those.
This is actually cool. It's one of the cooler things I found. It's the Japanese version of Heart Gold. So I got it for like 15 bucks here. It's like 1,700 yen. But what's awesome is it has the saved data file has all the legendaries plus a shiny legendary and a shiny Machamp. So it's got like some shiny Pokemon plus all the legendaries on it. So it's pretty cool just to have that.
That is.
And you can't. And this does work in normal DS, like American DSs. So you can trade and have like I can have a shiny one on my actual copy.
That's awesome. Little bottle of isopropyl alcohol to clean your games.
And Brasso.
Yep.
But yeah, I've got some Game Boy games in there. So I've got some few Japanese games like Pokemon Green and stuff. Pretty cool.
That's awesome. All right, Chris. Well, thanks for letting us see your game room. It's really awesome. Always love it when there's a lot of old school games to check out. Well, if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and I'll be bringing you more videos like this. I'm Wayne, and this is Chris. Thanks for watching.